this and that. Okay. So this is the title track. So there should be a couple more potential clues here of what they're trying to potentially say with this album. Let's get it. Backwards.
Everything I do multiply by two. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I'll do this and that, this and that.
Groovy하게 걸어 look at me. 이미 proved 두 마디로 끝났지. 머리를 쿵이랑 날개로 still moving. Start the nine 눈 감아 봐도 분위기는 자칫 내비도 그래도 찾아먹지 의식성대로 오지랖 빼기 빼도 요청 나를 써놨어. 제발 좀 나왔어. 우리가 나왔어. 골라서 내가 선택한 대로 flow it. 원래 가고 싶은 대로 I run it, run it, run it. 이거 저거다. Everything I do multiply by two. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, boom boom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that. 원해 더 멈출 수 없는 challenge. Hot and cold 뭐든 괜찮아 no damage. I ain't getting no pain. I show you the way. I got no shame and I'm
이것저것 랩든지 이미 오래 뺐지 yeah. 지루하면 뺐지 그건 오래전에 뺐지네. 매운 고기 파티 절대 빠질 수 없겠지네. 왼쪽 가슴 속에 박힌 straight kids batch.
헐떡 남은 해서 꿈을 sketch. Let's get it 기획해줘 송곳과의 match.
또 보여줄 건 나는 너에게 Everything I do multiply by two. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that.
We can go fast, we can go slow. If you can choose, you can have both. Can't stop us now. Go!
Everything I do multiply by two. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that. This and that. Talking this and that, and that, this and that.
For those of you that have children or sensitive ears in the room, I want you to mute me while I hold my hand up, because I'm going to say something that I don't normally say. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to find the remote and mute me. Okay?
Everything I do multiply by two. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that.
Groovy하게 걸어 look at me. 이미 proved 두 마디로 끝났지. 머리를 쿵이.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, I took my hand down too fast. Damn it. Sorry, kids. How did they, all of them, all of their voices are like next level, sexy, hot. I don't know how they did it. Like, we've heard dozens upon dozens upon dozens of friggin' Stray Kids songs. Something about this is completely different, and I can't put my finger on it. I mean, I would, but seriously, like, even friggin' Lipstifer, it's so friggin' smooth.
Everything I do multiplied by 2. I got this and that.
This and that. Like, it's just cool.
This and that. You could take a coupe or a truck.
Oh, dude. Yo, don't let me forget. We got to go back and check the lyrics on these janks.
I got this and that. This and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that. This and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I'll do this and that. This and that.
Groovy하게 걸어 look at me. 괜히 prove that 두 마디로 끝냈지. 머리를 쿵이란 상태로 still moving. Start the 9 가만 봐도 분위기는 자칫 내비도.
Oh, dude. This cat kills me. That friggin' hair. He knows what he's doing, too.
Everything I do multiply by 2. I got this and that. This.
Even Felix. Felix is always like the one that stands out to like everybody because I'm Felix. And everybody's like, and then we all just melt like a bunch of dummies. But somehow they took Felix and like turned him up to 11.
You could take a coupe or a truck. I got this and that. This and that.
Oh, did you see Benny? Yo, watch the left side. He's just standing there being Benny. It's just everybody's just so laid back and cool, but like they're not trying too hard. They're just being them, dude.
Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that. 원해도 멈출 수 없는 challenge. Hot and cold 뭐든 괜찮아 no damage. I ain't getting no pain. I show you the way. I got no shame and I'm
이것저것 랩든지 이미 오래 뺐지. 지루하면 뺐지 그건 오래전에 뺐지네. 매운 고기 뺐지 절대 빠질 수 없겠지네. 왼쪽 가슴 속에 박힌 straight kids 뺐지.
Benny's rapping style and cadence is one of my favorite across all of K-pop. It always just sounds like he's, I don't even know. I can't explain it. It's like he's barking quietly, but like hotly. Hotly? I'm just making up words today. It doesn't even matter. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm just going to put them together and make a word. Now, I do think we need to discuss, before I read the lyrics, we need to discuss, first of all, this heart.
Let's get it, cue it.
Okay, check, got it. We are getting some, because somebody said in Run It that there wasn't a lot of color. That's true. A lot of black and white. We got the yin and yang concept potentially birthing, if you will. That is a word. But we're starting to see some color here, and it's red. So, yes, I know there's yellow right there, but let's examine this. We've got the red stingray back there. We've got the red shirt. We've got the red heart I just pointed out. There was a shirt that, who was it? Was it Hair Jin? I think that's Hair Jin. He's got this right there. They got this red, right? And then Daddy Toast is wearing a shirt that says Golden Nostalgia. Now, the first shot of the video, the clock's going backwards. Golden Nostalgia. Go back to the cars. We've got the red and the gold, which does line up. There's the red, which is also on this shirt. We've seen this D squared red right on the end of it. Bro, I don't make up the rules. I'm just saying, right? Yeah. Golden, red. Maybe something. Maybe. And then this was the giveaway for me.
Everything I do.
They're in very neutral black and white colors. We got that massive red wall back there. So the red means something. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Multiply by you like a this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom like a this and that, this and that. Cappuccino in Americano, I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show when they hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that.
We can go fast, we can go slow. If you can choose, you can have both. Can't stop us now. Go!
Is 8 o'clock or 8 or 12, 8/12, is that significant to Stray Kids? What's the debut date? Is it August 12th or December 8th? Because you Europeans are weird and us Americans are not. What is it? 8 is fate. OT8. There you go. (801) is Stay Day. Okay, there you go. Stay's birthday. 3/25 was the debut. Okay, March 25th. Got it. I mean, I feel like that little cuckoo clock, that to me is like, it actually does say 8:01. Look at that. It's not dead on at 8:12. 8:12, 8 o'clock. It's 8:01. Bro, that's Stay Day right there. But he's also saying, well, they are also saying that you all are crazy in like a really sweet way, because this is a cuckoo clock and you all are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yep. Sorry, guys. Okay, as long as you know they're aware. Okay, good.
Everything I do multiply by 2 like a this and
Now, if I knew some of like the lore or the references, or I was like deep, like some of you all are, I would bet there's a bunch of little references and Easter eggs in this room right here. Go! Because these are a lot of props just to be randomly strewn about. Something here, even if it's like back there on this nightstand and stuff, means some stuff. Yeah. Feel good about that statement.
everything I do multiply by 2 like a this and that, this and that.
You said they don't even know their own lore? That makes me so happy. Good. None of us have a chance. Oh, man. Yeah. And see, that's where I can fall short, because we do so many groups and so many artists, and we just motorboat a whole bunch of music all the time, right? So for us to go like deep, it's pretty rare. So like there's a bunch of references I'm not going to pick up. Some of you might pick up. Yeah, motorboat music. It's a medical term.
You take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom like a this and that, this and that. Cappuccino.
Yo, did you see Lipstifer in this pose?
Truck, vroom vroom like a this and that, this and that.
Goosh, bro. Who keeps you fed? Mm-hmm.
Cappuccino and Americano, I take this and that, this and that. I'm a rip a show and they hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that. Talking this and that, this and that, this and that.
What's the eye? There's an eye that's floating around some of these. There it is, right there. Look, right there in the middle. That is in another place too. In like one of these apartments, you can see it in the background and it's kind of spinning. What's the eye? Sauron? Vaughn, I feel like you're guessing. Was it a logo or something like on an album cover? Why does it look familiar to me? No. Maybe not. You think it represents the industry? Is that a guess? Call back to S-Class, maybe. Okay. I like that we're not quite sure. I'm good with that. Megaverse? Ooh, okay. I could kind of see that. Interesting. Personification of negative concepts. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Go slow. If you can choose, you can have both. Can't stop us now. Go!
Everything I do multiply by two. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I take this and that, this and that. I'm not rip a show and they hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that. Talking this and that. Talking this and that, this and that.
Oh, so gross. Okay, so Stray Kids everywhere, all over the world. You say that there's a whole bunch of callbacks and references to other music videos. I will believe you. I won't find them, but we need to read the lyrics too. So this and that. We're going to keep it with the yin and the yang. Oh, by the way, speaking of red being like a main color, and now we're kind of adding in golden potentially, I think that when you go back to Run It at the very end, I remember talking about friggin' Benny's lats, right? His muscles, which also there are some muscle cars here that could be something. There were the dancers at the end of Run It that were dressed in white, dressed in black. Benny, I think, was wearing like a reddish vest. So I feel like we are seeing some patterns maybe. Yin and yang. We're going to add golden. We're going to do nostalgia. And I wouldn't just write nostalgia just because it was on Daddy Toast's shirt. The fact that the clock at the very beginning and the end was going backwards, that for me is enough of a pattern to say, okay, there might be something here that we have to address later. Maybe. Yin and yang, golden nostalgia. We've got red. We're going red, bro. Red. Lots of contrast again, but I feel like we're going to see that because literally the album is called This and That. The title track is called This and That. So we're going to see a bunch of contrast, but the question is going to be what is the point of that message? Is it literally just, hey, sometimes we're going to do a little bit of this and sometimes we're going to do a little bit of that. And if you don't like it, then I don't know, maybe, but it might be more. It might be deeper. I don't know. The rooms were very 80s, which is also nostalgia. I could see that. Okay. Reflection. Red and black have been Stray Kids colors since the beginning. Yeah? Huh. I guess I didn't realize that. This and that, yes. A lot of reversing. True. So, with the reversing, with the nostalgia, with the going back in time, bear with me here. There is a chance that they could also be alluding to that in some way, shape, or form, they're going back to their roots. Would you agree that's a possibility? It would make sense? Interesting. I'm going to put that. I'm going to put a question mark. Back to the roots. Maybe. Okay. Full circle. Okay. Oh, that would work. Because somebody did say there's a lot of circles in the video. At least recognizing their roots and where they've come from. There's also the part that says if you can't choose, you can have both. Is it you can be whatever you want? Okay, I can see that. All right, so then what I want to do is I want to pull up the lyrics. I'm going to start with Run It because I skipped that. I went right into friggin' this and that. So here we go. Let's just kind of go back a step. We're going to read Run It, and then we'll do this and that. And let's see if anything we've talked about actually kind of works with the lyrics here. Ain't no limit, never running out. Everywhere we go, another win, another day. Yeah, we're shining with the lights out. Even in the dark, we find a way to make a way. Nice. All my life, I've been fighting this and fighting that. Through every trial, I keep going on. This time, I ain't looking back. I won't collapse. Head high, right now, we go. Whoa. Run it everywhere, all around the world. It's another day coming on the way. Build another city, run it day and night. Live another day. Yeah, we on the way. All around the world, we will run it day and night. Gotta be me. Never hitting the brakes. I keep up the speed. 1,000 arrows aimed my way, but they all miss. Unstoppable beast. I ain't caught up in the glory. I still want more. Keep achieving, chasing a bigger dream. One by one, I level up and lean. Only thing I do is win. And you're going to see. Woo! Ric Flair cameo. Beating frustration is easy. Trials and adversity trained me. You feel me? I grab it all. Every dream and ambition. Take it all. Again and again. Just like I've always done. We are going to make it. All my life, I've been fighting this, fighting that. Through every trial, I keep going on. At this time, I ain't looking back. I won't collapse. Head high, right now we go. I'll never give up. I'm just going to stand up. Putting my hands up, reaching for the sky above. We're rising. No fade out across the world, spread out. If you feel it, hands up, reaching for the sky above. Come on. From a small room where it all began, sound leaking through my phones. Dreams on repeat, building up my throne. From soul to the world, now they know. My zone, we're never alone. This moment's proof that we made it. Long nights waited, never faded. All that pain, yeah, I paid it. Blood tears I shed, I saved it. Our footsteps sink, getting faster and stronger. The sound of their heartbeats, that's our motivation. We can't stop until we're chasing victory. Our story will remain history. The melody we used to hum, symphony. We hear the voices calling us all around the world. We dive into a wider world. Bro, that was ridiculous. That was so friggin' good. And you know what made that so good? That right there is kind of like there's credibility behind this. It's one thing for a group to come out and debut, and part of the lyric foundation is just them talking trash about how great they are and how they're going to change the world. But they don't have any credibility behind that. When Stray Kids does this, it means something. These cats have been around for a long time. They have the evidence to support every single thing they're saying. And what I love is, of all the friggin' hundreds of groups that are out there, and I know not everybody will agree with this, but Stray Kids is one of the few that consistently stand out to me. And that's tough. The industry is the industry is the industry. And there's only so much you can do inside of that formula. But these kids knock it out every friggin' time. So to read these lyrics and actually believe that you can kind of see part of the story. You can see part of the journey and where they became Stray Kids, right? You feel like you can see that, and it's real. It's not just words. It's not just like, you know what would sound good with this? No, I feel like I can see that. I think that's pretty sick. Love that. All around the world. And I love that they just keep peppering that through the whole thing. Because, you know, every time you hear all around the world as a stay, you're like, you make Stray Kids stay? Yeah, I get it. So we do have mentions of history. This whole thing is like a recognition and acknowledgement of where they've come from. Do you agree? And not just where they've come from, but how far they've come, where they are now, especially in contrast to where they started. Oh, that's huge. I love that. Oh, it's so good. I'm going to put, for under Run It, I'm going to put history. And I'm going to put, because I feel like they did something similar in, what was it? Was it Giant? I think it was Giant. Well, hell, that was 24. Interesting. Just climbing. Yeah, I kind of have to agree. It does feel like it's kind of a trend with some of their tracks. Because, well, across the way, because we had Giant in Giant, but also in, where did Mountains come up? Where was Mountains? Was that Karma? Was that Hop? Where was Mountains? That felt similar. It was in 8. Was that far back? Jeez. Oh, yeah. First track. Damn. So, wow. So between this and that, track 1 is Run It. 8 in 2024, first track is Mountains. But I also have to ask, am I right in remembering that Mountains had the same feel of like, we're on top of the mountains, right? Yes. Okay. Interesting. All right. So then what about Rockstar? Rockstar's track 1 was Megaverse. Interesting. This is kind of neat. Oh, I love this stuff. God, I love this stuff. Okay. So let's take what we've got with Run It. See, it's one thing to like an anthem. We all like an anthem. But for them to be able to consistently do it and deliver and do it well, bro, that's different. All right, now we've got this and that. Here we go. Everything I do, multiply it by 2. I got this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck. Vroom, vroom. I got this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that. I'm going to rip a show and I'm going to hit the studio. I do this and that. Walking groovy. I feel like me reading it isn't even doing it any justice after I heard these cats with these damn voices. Focus. Walking groovy. Look at me. Already proved it. Wrapped it up in 2 words. Cooling my head onto the next stage. Still moving. Stop denying. Even with your eyes closed, the vibe's still thriving. Leave us be, we'll find what we want our own way. Ooh. Hold the extra 2 cents. I already wrote that in the notes. Watch closely. I'm here. We are here. Puppy. See me rolling, flowing the way I choose with what I picked. The way I've always wanted to go, I run it. Yeah, we. All this and that. Always wanting more, never dodge a challenge. Hot and cold, anything's fine, no damage. I ain't getting no pain. I'll show you the way. I got no shame. And I've been ready for this and that for a long time already. Yeah, I took the boredom out, patched that up a long time ago. My rap is the meat patty. Yes, gotta be Benny. Benny is my meat patty. Yo, write that shit down. My rap is the meat patty. It could never be left out. That's great. The Stray Kids badge pinned inside my left chest. That's his heart. That's his meat patty in his chest. I collect the scent left in my tracks and sketch my dream. Let's get it. Catch the chance, matching with success. To you asking if that's all I've got, all this and that. Everything I do, multiply it by 2. We could go fast, we could go slow. If you can't choose, you can have both. You can't stop us now, go. Talking this and that. Whew. These cats don't mess around. Everything I do, multiply by 2. This and that. This and that. Ooh. So it's just dripping with cool. Love that. So far, both of these tracks, skadoosh. That's a sports reference. I don't really know which one. It's like cricket or croquet or I don't know. Just skadoosh, and then you hit it real far. I'm on board. I got 2 playlist ads already. I do have to say this line stuck out to me. This right here. I've been ready for this and that for a long time already. I took the boredom out and patched that up a long time ago. I like that. To me, all the pieces coming together really does feel like they're just once again in new ways saying, we're going to do what we want. And that's just the way it's going to be. And like I said, the success shows. They have the credibility to just, they keep doing what they're doing. It's just going to keep working because that's the path that they've built all this time. The process and the music is the goal. They love performing it. Yeah, I love that. So Run It is their history and this and that is their ambitions. I could see that. I mean, I know you're asking a question, but I could see that. But now, where I'm curious now that we've done Run It and this and that, we're on track 2. We've literally covered, and again, this is theory crafting. We've covered where they came from and building the credibility trophy, essentially. And then the ambitions of like, we're going to kind of do what we want and we're good at it. So just buckle up and enjoy the show. I'm paraphrasing, but I think that's kind of part of what they're saying in this and that. But where are they going to go from here? They have literally set a pretty grand stage with these first 2 songs. Where are they going to go? Is it going to go hard right and we're going to have like a trot tune next? Is it going to be like acoustic? I don't know. Benny on the harmonica, just one on each side of his cheeks and just blowing. Don't clip that, please. All right, back to it. This and that. Let's see what's next. What do we got? Okay, so I think that's it for the videos. Maybe. There might be another one. What do we got? Next up is... Oh, this is the festival version. Okay.
Everything I do multiply by 2. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a Cooper, a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that.
Cappuccino and Americano. I do this and that, this and that. I'm a ripper show in the studio. I do this and that, this and that.
Baby, I can go look at me. In the pool, they do my little 끝냈지. 머리를 쿵이랑 어깨를 still moving. Start the 9, 두 눈 감아봐도 boom. 이기는 자체. 그래도 터져만 비웃을 동대로 오지랖 끝에 깃도는 그 손을 쏴.
It's a hell of a build-up. Jeez.
is bad.
얼굴 나는 해줘 꿈을 sketch. Let's get it 기획해 송곳과의 match.
또 보여줄 건 나는 너에게
Everything I do multiply by two. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coup for a top, boom boom. I got this and that, this and that. Yeah.
I am highly unsatisfied. Highly unsatisfied. That whole friggin' thing was a tease. The whole thing. If they do that at festivals, at concerts, you better have water ready for everybody. It is good. It is very clubby. But I wanted a massive drop and I wanted some wobbles. Yeah, that whole friggin', how long was that? That was 3 minutes and 42 seconds. That was twice the duration of your average song these days. Twice. This is like digital Kama Sutra. You're like, I can hold out for 2 minutes. Yeah, well, we're going to make it 4. Classic Stray Kids. Come on. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about the wobbles. Do some research. Now, what I think is brilliant, though, is that just like we're talking about with this and that, and they kind of do whatever they want, they can call their own shots, and they've got the history to prove it. I don't think I'm alone where this is the first time I've heard that song. I was waiting for the drop. I was expecting it. I feel like I kind of knew what it was going to sound like. It was going to be the massive, the build up, and then the drop, and then the wobbles. Wob, 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 wob. That's what I was waiting for. I was ready. And they never gave it to me. Rude. Rude. So once again, they're just proving the idea that, yeah, no, we're not going to do what you think we're going to do.